What's going on, guys, and welcome back to yet another episode of Door Kickers 2 Task Force North. Here we've been playing Door Kickers 2 on the channel for quite some time, and a new update just came out that I wanted to share with you guys today. Door Kickers 2 is a top-down isometric tactical planning and strategy game. We've been using real-world military tactics and close quarters battle doctrine to play it and to teach and inform a little bit at the same time. One of these new missions here is called Amateur Hour. It is one of 3 new missions, and this one is offered in a new segment of the level select screen called Tiny Troubles 3. So now there's 3 different chunks of maps called Tiny Troubles that you can choose from. I like these a lot because they're small and they're difficult and they're very highly technical maps, and you can kind of bite off a little bit and play them and get a lot out of it, but you can play a bunch of them very quickly. And today's mission has us conducting a hostage rescue. You can read the briefing over here on the right. Basically says we're tapped for another hostage rescue gig in the Beltlands today, this time against some small-time insurgents looking to gain clout and move to the big boys table. Let's teach them the big boys rules then. Extract the hostage safely, preferably neutralize all the threats. The insurgents know that someone is coming to rescue or steal their catch, so they fortified where they could and brought out all their gang. Most of them are not very dangerous in a fair fight, but the location is treacherous and can lead you in some dangerous crossfires. Go slow and methodically. Don't rush to your death. So this is kind of interesting. We see a couple new features here in this latest update. One of them is this new faction I presume that we're facing today, which is this small criminal gang faction. And we have to do this hostage rescue. We have to get to this guy over here. And they know that we're here, so we're already compromised. And, you know, one of the things I think about immediately when I think hostage rescue is the element of surprise is critical because your hostage is at risk. You have to have the element of surprise to be able to move quickly to the hostage and extract them safely. Typically in a hostage rescue scenario, when we're looking at our methods of close quarters battle clearance, we tend to think more of a dynamic style entry, you know, breaching a building very hard, moving very quickly, to maintain that element of surprise for as long as possible. Move rapidly, exercise the principles of CQB, that is speed, surprise, violence of action, to blast through these doors or even through walls to get to our hostage before an executioner or someone else can get to them, and then get out safely. But today, since we're already compromised, we can't do that. They know that we're coming. They may not know exactly when that assault's coming, but they know that someone is on the way. So how do you go about taking this thing on? Well, we do have our Ranger squad here today, and another feature that is available in this new update is this new M4. It is the M4 URGI. That's the Upper Receiver Group Improved. This is an update on the legacy Block 2 M4s. So the Mark 18 was actually of that Block 2 variant. You know, it's my preferred firearm in real life and in this game. Block 2 carbine, or excuse me, the Block 2 Mark 18 carbine's a 10.3-inch Daniel Defense with a quad Picatinny. And the URGI goes from that 10.3-inch barrel up to a 14.5-inch barrel and replaces that quad Picatinny rail with a full M-lock rail and then a flap top pick rail on top. URGI, made of course by Geisley, cuts down on a ton of the weight, gives you a much more efficient form factor to be able to mount your stuff to. And Geisley, of course, making world-class firearm products. And while I don't know if I'll stick with the URGI further into Door Kickers 2, definitely wanted to check it out today. There's a ton of other stuff in the update as well that you guys need to take a look at. There's some new guns for some of the factions. There's some little tweaks to gameplay. You can also rotate dishkas now if you find mounted weapons in the game, things like that. So there's a lot of good stuff coming to Door Kickers. They're definitely moving quickly to get this thing ready to release, and I'm very pleased with the way that is going. Back to the mission though. So we've got to do a hostage rescue. We're already compromised. We know we have to move fast, but even the instructions, you know, even the briefing over here says don't go to your death, don't rush to your death. So that's tough. But what I also noticed over here in this briefing is it says specifically that there is only one hostage. I don't know if, you know, if I should take that at its face or if that is in fact true. I think for now I'm going to assume that it is true, and I'm going to ignore some of the rules from the instructions, and I am going to at least initiate hard and fast. So let's bring the boys out. We've got Drummer today, we've got Philly, we got Minnow, and we've got JR. If you take a look at their kits, Drummer, our OG, is running the URGI suppressed. We're going to put an EOTech in cans for everybody. He's still got this Gucci Glock 19 customized with kind of a roll-in special kind of deal here. Suppressor height, night sights, compensator, extended mag, RMR, and a custom slide. He's got his next gen helmet, so we're not running high cuts because these do have better ballistic protection. We don't need nods because I do believe this is the daytime. I am going to keep all around sappy level 4s, front, back, and sides, because we know we're going to get shot at today. 2 bangs, 2 frags, and a wall breach. Our boy Philly also has that URGI suppressed. I didn't look at the ammo we've got here. Do we want to bring... We lose some crit chance if we go to 62 grain sauce ball despite it on paper being a superior round. I think I'm going to go with EPR. EPR in a hostage rescue scenario, maybe not the best chance because of the amount of penetration it creates. But on paper, it looks good. These guys, yep, we're running EPR. Minnow also has that URGI. He's bringing bangs, frags, and I've actually got a spy cam in here, which I think may be prudent to take a peek into this building before we go loud, and I'm comfortable with that. We've got extra bangs on JR over here. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to take a look at the map, do what's called intelligence preparation of the battlefield, get an understanding of the environment before we go and assault it, and based off of that intelligence preparation of the battlefield, we'll determine how we think the enemy is going to fight, and based off our assessment of how we think the enemy may fight, it will inform then how we fight. First thing I notice, of course, is the location of the hostage. He is in a locked door in the center of the compound. That makes me think I also need a way to get him out. I'm going to trade these bangs for a dynamic hammer in case we need to bash through that door. And he is isolated. He's surrounded by walls on all sides, but because we know he's in a cell here, it's very, very likely that he's got a guard posted up near him. This could be like a makeshift desk or battle position that this TV stand is on, so there could very well be a guard here. I certainly think this is the lounge area. There's evidence that there's food, water, stuff like that on the table, so I would assume his guards are aggregating in here to pull security on him, and they're bedding down in here. We've got a subgun, an AK, a shotgun, and like a Lee Enfield. Is that what that is? Like, or a Mosin? It's hard to tell from up here, but yeah, a bolt gun, a shotgun, a subgun, and an AK over here. So that's at least 4 shooters in their billeting area there. Up top, we've got a fortified fatal funnel. So sandbags up front so that they can fight from here and just pour rounds onto this primary breach. So that means we're not going to use this breach because the enemy is expecting our primary avenue of approach to be in this direction. And they're fortified it in preparation for that. We have an SVD with some AK mags and stuff up there. AK mags, but no AK makes me think someone's holding an AK in this position, potentially someone else on guard, manning this guard post. So now we're saying dudes in here, potentially dudes in here, certainly probably a dude up in here holding an AK because its spare mags are right there. Bathroom up top, no factor for now. It'll be a factor later if we do decide to conduct a full clearance, and then some sort of Alamo position back here in the kitchen. More AK mags, ammo cans. Can't tell what that is. Is that a shoulder fired? Like a, I can't quite tell what that is through the blur. Another fallback location over here. So the enemy is planning to fight like this. They've got a guard post, or guard billeting right here, guard lounge right here, guard post right here, guard post right here, and a very clear fallback position. So they're expecting our primary avenue of approach to be from this direction. They want to fight from here in some sort of attack by fire position to pour rounds onto this fatal funnel and cause us to trigger a mass cal event on the way in. It's even got some barricades outside, which means they could have a sentry outside. And if we manage to somehow break through here, or we breach from another direction, and this is the locked door, right? So they've got this locked hoping that they're going to turn us through here. If we do manage to get through this, they've got a fallback position with a little like a sump, almost like a grenade sump sort of position where they can put explosives in here or tuck into here to take cover from incoming assaulters, and then they've got plenty of cover there and there. So concentrations of bad guys here, here, and here is what I am thinking. To overcome all of this, I think we're going to go hard and fast into the center room. I'm going to go explosive through this wall, which could be a mistake. If there's anyone with a suicide vest inside, we will die immediately. If there's not, then we will have won the day. Once we're inside, I can post up a guard here to make sure we don't face a counterattack. I can post up a guard here to make sure we don't face a counterattack. That'll give me the freedom to work this lock, get our boy, and get out. It being a hostage rescue, I know the mission says kill all the bad guys. I am perfectly comfortable getting the hostage and getting out. That is mission success criteria in my mind. So with that in mind, let's go ahead and get to executing. We are going to stay quiet, at least initially. I'm going to push up 1 assaulter to take a peek long, maintain 1 in rear security, figure out who has my wall shot. There it is. We may use that in just a second. These guys just maintain out for now. Picking this corner slowly because I know there's a freaking sandbag right here, and that could be a manned guard position, and it is. We are compromised already. All the better reason not to use the front door. We're going to move to cover, get a grenade around the corner. While we're doing that, we are going to go ahead and get this wall shot put on this door, maintaining security to the rear. While we do that, we always make sure our breacher is protected while he's working. This frag's going to go off, kill this guy. I feel comfortable re-peeking that now. We're gonna have to hold security on the main door. We're also gonna pull security over here. Make sure my breacher is good to go. I'm gonna turn off suppressors so that guys can go loud if they need to. That one guy is dead. We've got another recruit who is currently unarmed, about to die while he's unarmed. It's a less than glorious way to die, but someone's gotta do it. He is no longer of this world. Charge is almost set. Charge is now set. I'm expecting a counterattack. This door is still locked, so we know they're not coming out of here. They could definitely be pouring out this way, though, so I'm going to leave this guy in position for now. Charge is set. We're going to get some standoff from that charge. It's going to look like that. Now we're going to prep some boom boom to go in behind that charge. We'll put a frag there. Typically, you would never want to use frags in a hostage rescue situation, but today we know where the hostage is. I feel comfortable with that being where it is. Charge goes off, frags and bangs go off. We're going to creep up on this door as the frag and the bang go in. Don't need you going all the way up there though, buddy. There you go. I'm going to leave this guy posted up because I am expecting that counterattack to pour out of this direction. At this point, we've been compromised. Remember how we think the enemy is going to fight. They're already starting to pick up guns out here. So I see that that bolt gun is gone. That shotgun is gone. So these guys were, in fact, in there. For whatever reason, they grabbed the shitty guns instead of the good guns. And they're now going to be launching through this door to face us at this breach. Up here, SVD is still there. Mags are still there. Back here, more mags, more ammo. I can't remember if we saw a weapon up there or not, but if there was one, it is now gone. All right, there's one more. You need to die right away. Bangs look good. Wait, there's that one. We're gonna blast through here. All right, so charge goes off. We are gonna keep these guys in rear security just for a moment. These guys are gonna flip on the way in. This man is going to maintain center right here. As soon as he crosses this threshold, he's going to check his corner. After his corner is clear, he's going to flip back this way. And I think he's going to face some guys coming out of this room based off all the indicators we're seeing. Minnow here is going to watch center. He will continue to watch center until he hits his corner. After he hits his corner, he will flip, and then he is going to immediately start rotating, collapsing his sector back into the center of the room. And then our three-man, we will pull him off of rear security and bring him right up the gut. I think, again, this is kind of like my first known major threat area that I'm concerned about. I'm going to have Minnow pull rear until he is right here. As soon as he's here, he's going to pull mid. Once he's mid, I'm comfortable with him on this door. And then once he's here, kind of want his sector right there. All right, we'll hold that for now. See how these guys make entry. Oh yeah, it's about to get spicy. Barricaded shooter deep over there. I'm going to bail Minnow out of the spot just because he doesn't have a good opportunity to defend himself from that position. This is the danger of going dynamic. We're going to get a flash around this corner. This breach is open. Minnow's going to get a chance to avenge himself by going long. There's an executioner, a veteran insurgent. There we go. Good flash. Everything's looking good there. We're going to flip this guy around. Feel comfortable there. All right, so here's what we did. We took Drummer. I'm going to flip him over to the other side of this door. He's going to pull rear on this closed barracks. I'm going to take Philly, post him up here so he can get eyes on this main breach and also see our hostage. And I'm going to go long with Minnow over here to pull long security. I feel comfortable now potentially taking JR off of the front. Typically, you'd never hit a building like this with 4 assaulters. You'd have quite a larger force, which is why we would have these guys outside on containment to make sure that bad guys are not able to affect us from outside the objective area. Us having a limited number of personnel, I think I am going to have to bring JR in and have him help us out. Yep, we're getting some blind fire through this door right now. I'm going to let them keep doing that if they want to. All right, here I'm bringing Minnow all the way across. He's going to pie off this door. As he does it, he's going to block for Philly as Philly comes over here to work on the hostage. And for now, rear looks good. Front looks good. Yep, there's that open breach. All right, so that guy's dead. We are going to now have Minnow move forward. He's got a good block. Excuse me, we're going to have Philly move forward. He's got a good block from Minnow.
Alpha, go.
All right, I hear that shotgun reloading, so I'm going to pie this. And that room is now clear, which means I have another gun back in the fight. That means I can post up another containment element over here. And now our exit is secure. I don't want to place a charge on top of that guy. I don't want to do that. Breach instead. There you go. Obviously don't want to go explosive on a hostage right there unless we absolutely have to. Takes time, worth it.
Thank you, I won't forget this.
Hostage secured.
All right, hostage is secure. We're going to have him. Go get this boy. Go get him. Run to the exit. Oh, don't you do it. Okay, good. I thought he was going to ignore my open breach that I made for him and do something stupid. Hostage is running to the exit. We will finish clearance now, I think. Why not? I'm going to get the hostage out first, though.
Hostage secured.
Never mind. That terminates the mission. But hell, boys, I would say that was a pretty effective mission. 3 stars, first attempt, first time I've ever seen that mission. 1 minute, 2 seconds. Not too shabby. Let's go ahead and take a look at this dope replay.
Placing charge. Charge in position. Watch out. Flash out. Holding. Alpha, go. Placing charge.
Thank you, I won't forget this.
You're safe now. Go, go, go! Hostage secured.
And there you have it, boys. Door Kickers 2 Task Force North is available for purchase over at my game store off nexus.gg/controlledpairsgaming. A portion of that purchase goes directly to me, and I appreciate your support. If you do choose to buy it there, of course, you can also grab it over off of Steam if you are so inclined. What are you guys thinking of Door Kickers these days? You've been playing it quite a bit. Are you excited about the latest update? What do you think of the upcoming campaigns? What else we might be able to expect from the guys over at Kill House Games? I'm Controlled Pairs. This has been Door Kickers 2, and I'll see you guys in the next one.